Oh, I'm live. Oops. Click the button and then I got distracted for a minute. Just happy Friday. On to color a little bit. It's been a busy day, doing all kinds of things. Oops. Jeez. Working on this page in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith fantasy coloring book, kind of in preparation for coloring in the mermaid book. While I color in this, I've been thinking about what I want to do in the um mermaid book, not just what page, but like what kind of mediums I want to use, um in addition to pencil, because I know I want to use pencil, but because that's what I'm best at. Huh. Interesting. Okay. um so I've been watching some videos today with some artists, and I post them on my wall. Just I like to hear artists talk about their work and their process and their life as an artist, things like that. I love stuff like that. Which reminds me, I wonder if I can find the name of that video. Hold on one second. Um, oh, that's it. Um, I'm gonna actually post the name of it. I posted one video to my wall that like it's a clip um from a documentary that's like one of my favorite documentaries. Hey Mandy, happy Friday. And there was another one as well that I really like, that was really inspiring to me. Um and let me see. I'm gonna post it though. The one I posted yesterday actually. Pearl Fryer, who does topiaries. He did topiaries, and there's a documentary called A Man Named Pearl that's about how he started doing it and shows his work and stuff. And it's actually like a um he there's a I don't know what you call it, park or whatever, that has a bunch of his work, but he used to actually do this, I guess, in I don't know, in his yard, somebody else's yard, or whatever. All the things that he made out of all the kinds of images he made from his trees and things, it just really amazing. Um, but this other one is by it's about Thornton Dial. This is his name. Oops, if I get the right keyboard, Thornton. Mr. Dial has something to say. Is another documentary that, like, I love that documentary. First of all, both the men, they remind me of some of my uncles um in South Carolina, and probably no coincidence because I think both of them are from South Carolina. Oh no, Dial is from Alabama, but yeah, really amazing. I don't know, and inspiring. But anyway, if you want to watch a good documentary, that one and A Man Named Pearl, I recommend those two documentaries on art. There's another one that's about a woman that oh man, I can't remember her name. I'm gonna have to go look it up. But that was also really inspiring to me, especially hearing her talk. about her work in her life, just daily life, just blew my mind. It just was like, I don't know, inspiring. Hey, Lori. Um, but I find like if you feel like well, all I can do is this or whatever, it doesn't matter. Making marks on the page, assembling things or whatever, you know, I mean, it does something for the self, and it doesn't have to be for anybody else to see. It doesn't have to be for selling it. It doesn't have to be for any of those things. Um, I don't know. Anyway, blah blah blah. I came on to color. My husband is out. I may suddenly get interrupted because my husband went on an adventure today that it wasn't intended for him to go on that adventure. So, still waiting for him to get back home. So, just kind of checking my texts and things because it's been since I don't know, noon, 1 o'clock, something like that. And I did get a text from him. That's when it turned into an adventure. Um, he got a flat tire in his trailer, so uh, so I'm just continuing to work on this page. Oh, there we go. That can come out more. Well, getting closer. I really like something that like I didn't know what I was gonna do with it because this was just like the down here was just like the outline of the grass, and yeah, I like how it turned out. I just kind of like stepped out, went out on a limb, and said, "Well, let me do this," and I mean it was looking okay, and then today I did some more just little things to it. And I was like, you know what, that looks pretty good. And then I put the blue in around it, and this is purple, but I'm still gonna. I see a spot. I want to fill it in a little bit. So I'm kind of making my way around trying to figure out how to color in this book. So I'm thinking about using some gel sticks. Ooh, what was that? And I don't know. I'm really thinking about how to approach the next page I do, which is probably going to be in the mermaid book. And I don't know. I think the one where I was trying some different things was in the Halloween book because I'm not big on Halloween, but I like Jasmine's illustrations, and so I think I tried some things in there, but I'm not ready to get out my holiday box right now. Even though I got to get it out, I got to put away my Lent book and something else, but I got too much going on today. I got to clean my vacuum cleaner. I have a Dyson, and I don't know. They did when I went. We already have. I bought the cordless one a few years back, and it's good, but like I don't like it. It's not enough for. I live in the country. I live in a country house, and I need it to last longer than that thing does. So I like it, but it's good like to get in certain spots, and it's good for quick things, and it's good for certain floors, but not all of them, and not for our rugs here because I need longer. I need to work longer. I need to get it done. I need to get that job done fast. I don't have time to wait for charging. So I used to have a regular one, the original like Dyson Animal um corded vacuum cleaner, and my husband broke that one. Don't ask. So I went for a long time without anything but the cordless one, but then I finally says, you know what? I'm gonna get the another animal one. And all they had available was the ball one, the Dyson ball. And I was like, I don't really want that one. But that was all they had in the corded ones. So I was like, okay, I'll get it. And that didn't turn out to be the purple I wanted. And so it took me a while to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out some things with that, even though I've had it. I don't know. I may have had it for a year now, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But I have to clean it. Clean the canister, and I probably need to wash the filter pad and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of dread it. I mean, it's not really hard, but it's just like trying to plan a time when you're not going to use it. And I'm always vacuuming, so it's kind of like when I'm not going to use it, it's going to pain me to like not, I have to be waiting for the stuff to dry and not be able to use it. But I need to do that soon. I think I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. I did a whole lot of vacuuming today so I could, you know, bite the bullet and clean it tomorrow. But cause see, I have to be careful too when I clean it because I go like way overboard and hardcore, and then I'll wind up ruining something in it. I have to make sure I follow the instructions. So I'll look up the instructions again and then do what I got to do. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. That and laundry. So you said you haven't been able to stay focused to color working on a page for 2 weeks. Oh, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's just like that, you know. And it surprises me sometimes when I am focused and can color because like that's what I've been. It's like I can't believe I'm still working on this page. I haven't like gone anywhere else with it. I just keep going with it. Sometimes it surprises me when I'm actually staying on one page and just it is kind of surprising me that I'm doing this lately. That like in the Johanna book and this one, like really, you're doing all this? For some reason, it feels good to me, and normally I'm just like, I don't know, I don't know what that is, but I'm finding it relaxing, and I'm liking the results. So I guess I figure if it's going to take me a long time to finish a page, it's just going to take me a long time to finish a page. If it turns out looking how I like, then I'm going to do it. I also feel like I'm learning about the pencils. I feel like that's something that's happening because I'm finding myself using the pencils almost like the way I paint, and which is kind of cool because pencils are a lot more accessible than paint, especially oil paint, and they smell better, and there's no cleanup except for putting the pencils away. And I don't know. The only thing is, like, for the size, to see that I'd have to work small. I don't like working small. Like, um, if it's like artwork, I don't like working small at all. And so that would be like a whole lot of pencil. So that's the downside. I'd probably go through a whole set for one picture. Yeah, we can't. That doesn't sound like an option there. So I'm gonna have to rethink something if I do that. Rethink a way to work small. Which I probably should do. Start small anyway if I'm gonna do that. Try and do like a create a picture myself um, with pencil. Um, I need to think about that and probably experiment a lot and practice a lot, which means I should start small if I'm gonna do that. Though I did say I wanted to do a still life with pencil. That would be interesting. Just gotta figure out where I can set it up so I could work on it and keep it. Because what I used to do, well, I have it set up downstairs where um, I had sometimes I would put up like a box or some kind of frame set up with boxes or with like some thin particle board or I don't know what you call it stuff. The same stuff that I actually use for a palette when I paint. I buy those sheets of I don't know what it has on the brown stuff at, and then it has like slick white something on top and it's white and then I just can cut it so that sometimes I'll cut it in half, sometimes I'll cut smaller pieces with an X-Acto knife and I that's what I use as my palette. So um and what sometimes I can take some of those and like somehow arrange them so that the leaning so then I can have set up whatever set up the still life in between in that, or I'll use a box and drape fabric inside or something. And then you set the lighting for it. I have like these little clip lamps I put on there and um but yeah, I don't know how I would do that up here. I'd have to yeah, I don't know how I'd do that. But hey, Vibrant, happy I almost said Wednesday. Happy Friday. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I'm all discombobulated. Jill didn't have the Bridgerton talk tonight, which is really good because I've been so busy this week. I haven't been able to watch episode 2 of season 2 yet. So, I don't know. I may watch it tonight before I go to bed. I don't know. Or maybe I'll wait till Sunday when maybe then I can actually rest. Okay, I think I want red on this side. I don't know what red I want to start with. I got all my Prisma reds, but I think I want to. How did that get in there? I really want to. Oh, Derwent red. Find it. Yeah, going through like the boxes of all the coloring books I had. I just kind of, because I was looking for the mermaid book. I'm like, man, I do not need another coloring book. That's like the last thing I need. Let's just say, you once heard an artist say it's just paint in a pencil and should be used the same. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's making sense to me right about now. I can see that. What color is this? Is that brown or red? It says sangria. I don't know. I have a hard time with these Derwent pencils, trying to figure out what colors they are. All of them, not just some of them. Whereas in in the Prismacolors, it's just the browns because some of their like that black raspberry and black grape, they look so brown. And I'm always mixing them up. Okay, I'm gonna try this. It might be a little too orange, but I can tweak that. Plus, there's something about I really love the feel of pencils. I really do. Yeah, that's really orange, but that's okay. I'm just gonna layer more color and change it a little bit. Now, something that is weird for me is the tree here. This is like supposed to be, I guess, a tree limb or something, and so I'm like thinking, well, it needs to be brown, right? But that's the only brown in the whole thing, so I don't know how that's gonna look. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have to like put some metallic gold or something in here in spots and do that with this too. I don't know because it seems kind of strange. The only thing that's brown, or maybe I'll color over it with another color, or I don't know, something. We'll do something. Yeah, that's really kind of, I don't know, sangria. When I think of sangria, I think of a kind of purplish, kind of red, kind of just more red. This isn't very red. What does it say? Oh, it says scarlet. Scarlet? I don't look like that either. I don't know what to do with these people and their colors. Is it a British thing? I don't know. Let's try this one. This one's sangria. There we go. Okay, now this looks like sangria. Okay, that makes sense. Probably should have started with this. Oh well. I guess if I want to match it, I could do like kind of pinkish. I don't know. I like seeing the color change, so I don't even care if I'm putting down the wrong color at first. I really don't care because I kind of like, I don't know. Plus, I like the undertones that happen when you use more than one color. I like that. Cause see, I love mixing point paint. I really love mixing paint, but it has to be like it has to be in a place where I know I can't mess anything up, get anything around me messed up, and like it's just like a time just to mix paint, and so I get used to the process of the wiping the thingy. I can't even jeez, can't even remember the name of it. These thingies. I have a whole bunch of them, different sizes and things. But wiping these off, see, I didn't clean that off. That doesn't happen downstairs. But wiping them off, I have rags specifically for that, and um, yeah, it's like very, very much a process. And so you just get into the mode of it and keep doing it until you have all your colors you want on the palette, like the basic ones that you want that you know you're going to need. So you put down the basic colors, like if you know you're going to need, well, red, blue, yellow, the primary colors. Now the thing is, it's like there's different yellows and there's different blues, so that's something that I always have to think about before, you know, when I'm preparing a palette, because like phthalo blue has kind of a greenish gray thing to it, and then cerulean is just kind of um is more of a brighter blue, brighter and lighter, and marine blue. I think that one's a little more purplish. But I try to get like, I don't know. I don't know what, I don't even remember how I did this. There's probably one that I mostly just cling to. But I know I always have to be careful with that phthalo blue because it's so, has that kind of greenish undertone thing. But I remember one time in class I was working on a painting and trying to get the right blue, the right color, and trying to add the right, get the right blue to make the color, to mix the color. Oh my gosh, it was crazy trying to find the right one. Maybe I should leave it brown because it makes, but it looks so weird. I don't like that. I may have to turn this tree red. I don't know what I sharpened this with. Why does it look like that? I actually saw a squirrel today, which I mean, you'd think, well, that's not strange, but like, I don't know when the last time is I've seen a squirrel out here because, again, like I said, we had so many cats and dogs around here between us and our neighbors that, yeah, it wasn't safe. Wasn't safe for squirrels and birds. And I actually saw a squirrel to this evening, which was pretty cool. Kind of. I always knew they were around because I couldn't keep any bulbs. Man, I tried so many things. They kept digging them up and taking them. And I never saw them, but they were digging them up. The squirrels were digging them up and taking them, so they probably were like out at night or something. The only bulbs I was able to keep were what them things? Crocuses. And even then, like the crocuses, I would find them, they would pop up in other areas of the yard than where I planted them because they would dig them up and then put them where they were storing them. So they'd pop up in some other part of the yard. Like, oh, brother. Look at that. I don't know how I feel about that. This sangria. I'm going to try and, I don't know. I hope this isn't a big mistake. I gotta, because see, I use this red. What red did I use here? Wonder if this was a color pencil. This might be a hard one to match. I don't know what to use. I keep looking at this. I don't know why I'm looking at this. Why am I looking at this? It's probably the right color, even though it seems kind of freaky. Worst case scenario, we'll just color this with an acrylic marker too. That's my answer to everything. Because I don't even know what this is over on this side. I have no idea. Okay, I'm doing the whole thing because I just need to change that color. What happens if I put blue? Light blue. Yeah, we're really like, getting crazy here. But whatever. I want to see something that really tipped the scale on the color. Ooh, chow. Okay, now that's red. Doesn't match that red. Guess we can make it part of the tree. I make that match. I don't know if I like that. I don't know what I used for that. That's a nice red. This one. This is a nice red too, but it's different. Reason why it's good. Well, I didn't know what I was going to color this though, so I can't say good to color all the same thing at the same time. This is not the same thing, so I don't know how you feel about that. Maybe trying to change the color. I might have to erase it out. Who knows? That's an option. Okay, so now we're going with this. Let's see if we can get it more to something. Process red. This ain't red either. It's pink. It's magenta. I think that kind of helps. Neutralizes it a bit. Doesn't make it the same, but it kind of... Oh, roll. I just realized something. Did I have this on here? I don't have to look at it there. Oops. Dip. Oh, now this is reminding me like of a heart. No, I think he's home. I think I hear him. All I can say is I'm glad I didn't go with him because, like, that would have been a whole time I would have been thinking I could have been doing this, I could have been doing that. I don't know. It is what it is. For now, I'm gonna leave it and let it be. It reminds me of a heart. It's weird because it's not primary like that, but we'll look at it in a day or so and see, like, okay, so what's the deal? Because I don't want to change that one. I think this might be a Color pencil. Okay, so I don't understand what's going on back here. At all. I don't even understand this. Looks like a, something she has attached to her hair, some kind of, trinket kind of thingy. But I don't understand it. Me no understand. Uh, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll figure something out though. And I don't know whether I should do the. It's really bothering me. Can you tell? I'm not happy with that. Worst case scenario though, I will just like, maybe I could even erase it. And it'll leave me some. Whew, that's weird. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. I'm going to keep going. Worst case scenario, I will erase it. Whatever will come off of it. And then try and color correct. It just seems out of whack from the rest of the page, but unless I do something with the butterflies. I did think about making this yellow. It's just such a big hunk of space that's like, what is it? I could have made it purple, but I guess, I felt like that would be too much purple. I don't like that. I just decided I really don't like it. Let's see how much comes off. I did all that just to erase it. Uh-oh. I like the color, but I don't like the color with this. I need to get a color. And I don't feel like getting in another pencil. Or I can make it purple. But purple on that is probably going to look more brown. I'll leave it like that for now. Maybe I can decide on what this is back here. And I don't know what to do with these. Looks kind of nice faded like that, in a way. Excuse me. I like this Prisma. So I'm going to go over there. These things are so waxy. I don't know what made me do these first ones yellow. So now I got to do them all that way. And some of them turned out kind of muddy. I wonder if I can erase that. I kind of muddied these up. Nah, can't really do that. Okay, what's going on with the chat not showing all of it? I don't like that. There we go. Palette knife. That's what this is. Duh. Finally came to me when I wasn't even thinking about saying what it was. I gotta do up here. Why are these so pale? But I really don't know what's back here. I couldn't make it blue. Which one is this? No, that's purple. Where's that blue? Let's start with this one because I can't find that one. There's too much going on back here. I hear the robins. I remember their chirp from when I was a little girl. Because that was always the first thing we would hear in the spring. We had lots of trees. We lived in the city, and I don't know how old the house is on that. They were maybe from like the 20s, like old Victorians. Beautiful houses. I loved that house so much. I hated to leave that house. Hardwood floors, hardwood banisters, like that were like this dark, almost mahogany wood, and the handles on the doors were like these kind of crystals, the knobs, you know. I loved that house. And the fireplace had like this, I don't know, it was like burnished stone that had, it was like a, and it was like a mix of colors, like a mix of like brown, rust, green, and gold, and kind of dark. It just was beautiful, but shiny, but like stone. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what it's called formally, but the fireplace was gorgeous. The stone, and it was just beautiful. It was just like a gas fireplace that really wasn't a working fireplace anymore. It might have originally been a fireplace. I don't know, but that had been converted somewhere along the line into a gas furnace, which we didn't use. It was inoperable too. I think it was not. It was a code violation or something to have those. And so there was across the board, a thing in the city to like, decommission them somehow. But I loved that house. I loved that house. Okay, where's my blue? Out of all these pencils, I can't find it. Is this the one I want? Violet. So I made turkey burgers today for the first time in years. And I made one yesterday for me because my husband had an event that he was going to, so he was going to eat there. But I had like a whole thing of like ground turkey. And it's like, well, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of turkey burgers, but like part of it was frozen. So I made one burger for me last night, and then today I seasoned that what was left and had it in the fridge, and then made the rest of those today. So um what the heck? Where's the blue? Did I put it away? By some miracle, I put a pencil away. Did that really happen? That's hard to believe. Yeah, there we go. Here it is. I knew that didn't happen. I've been missing Foxy Colors, so I'm gonna have to contact her on Instagram, even though I don't like going on Instagram, but I need to go. I need to go to say, hey, I'm wondering if her daughter might be having her baby or something. The last I remember, because my memory like really sucks, I think she said that her daughter was gonna have a baby, and this would be about the time that it would be due. She might be doing grandma duties. I'm bad with Instagram. I'm bad with telephones. I'm bad with texts. I just don't. I'm just bad with all of them. I don't know. I've always disliked the telephone. Always, always, always. Not when I was a teenager, but when I after that. And I think that's because I worked in jobs where like the phone was like part of what I had to do, or all of what I had to do in some cases, depending on what job it was. And yeah, child, when answering machines came out, I was so happy. Everybody was listening to my answering machine. At least I made it entertaining for them. But yeah, I answered the phone, and it's only gotten worse since then. I don't like the telephone. And I suppose I could have made it blue, but yeah, make it darker blue, but I don't like that idea either. This tree kind of messed things up because I don't know what to do with the tree. And the tree looks like it's coming out her head. Why is it coming out her head? That don't make no sense. I don't know. Might not be able to resolve that. Okay, so what else we got? I gotta think about the flowers. There's a little spot here to fill in. I was gonna take pictures. Oh, of the lovage today, but I think what I need to do is I need to go out and do it early tomorrow, because right now, I mean, it's popping up. It's amazing how fast that thing pops up. The minute, like, you know, the weather turns just the least bit, it's like, okay, I'm here. And then it grows like crazy. And then by June, it's like 10 feet tall. I don't know. I've never really seen lovage before growing it in my yard. I never even heard of the plant until I bought seeds from that company in Ontario, Canada. And so I don't know what it's supposed to look like, or what how if you're supposed to like kind of, do something to it to make it more bushy or whatever. I don't know. I just let it do what it's going to do, and so it grows 10 feet tall. So it's like, okay, I can harvest off of it, so it doesn't bother me. Um, but it's really interesting, and I'm surprised. Like, I never heard of that plant before, but that thing tastes so good. And I guess people grew it to with tomatoes because it's good for the flavor of tomatoes, and they just kind of like each other or something. But yeah, I'm gonna try and take a picture of it tomorrow while it's short, and then I'll take a picture when it grows 10 feet tall. I'll try to get a picture of it. I have to stand way back from it to see the entire height of it. I don't know what else to do with her. What to do? What to do? Do we want to do her eyes? The eyes always confuse me. What part is supposed to be what? So is the middle like black, and then the outside is like green and things or whatever? Let's see. Oops, not there. Hope I didn't knock myself out. Oh, excuse me. Let's look at an image. Okay, the middle is black. It's almost like she's got more than. Excuse me. The turkey burger's talking back. The iris, the pupil, the sclera. Where's the iris? Okay, so I know that's the pupil. This is the iris, the second ring. It just seems like they got a lot. She's got a lot of extra that I don't know what to do with. I'm scared. I don't know what color to make her eyes either. Kind of want to make them green, but don't I always do that? I don't know. We're going in. We're gonna do it. Cause is this maybe like the pink part of the eye or something? I don't know. Is this supposed to be white? This part? That's the sclera? I get confused. I don't know. So I love the paper in this book. So I got dark green. I found my dark green pencil today. Okay, what did I do with it? Did I put it back? I must have put it back in the case. I put a bunch of. Nope, I have it out because it's not in here. Where are you? I should be able to see you easily. Should, because you'll be long. Is it this? Oh, here it is. I had it in the. Oh, don't go away. It's dark green. I don't know what happened to my other one. The one that I'm assuming one came with the set, and I can't find it. If this doesn't work, we can always do black. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, so that looks weird to me. I'm also gonna have to go and put food away. She looks kind of crazy. Whew, those are really green. Hey, Amy. Happy Friday. So then maybe I love that pencil. I think I'm gonna need more of those. This is black, right? just need it sharper. I swear this Derwent sharpener scares me. I wonder if I should try. I haven't tried these with a Tagal sharpener yet. I don't think. I need to do that because I don't like the Derwent sharpener. It just feels so rough. Unless you really have to sharpen a graphite pencil in it, like every 2 uses or something. There's something not right with it. But the Dux sharpener and the Color, it doesn't work good in those either. So how's that? I think that works. Giving her eyeliner. I don't know what to do with any of that. I don't know. I think that's like the inside of her eye. So I gotta. I don't know if this is sharp enough. What's that called? I should know. Well, then I have that on here. Why not? I need some more anatomy. Lacrimal caruncle. Is that what it's called? Lacrimal caruncle. Hey, Brittany. Happy Friday. Okay, so now. I don't know what to do with this. Let's do this and then we can always darken it or something later. But at least this way I get to see what it's like. I guess that works. I'm giving her eyeshadow. Am I gonna regret it? That red though. Ugh. I'm gonna make this feather red. I don't know why. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. Trying to struggle to find the color. Well, let's check around. Where is too many pencils on my desk? Too many. Hey, this was all week. Where's that pencil? I can't find it. I'm gonna have to use this, I guess. Here we go again. Like I can't leave well enough alone. That's just how it's going to look for now. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Is this it? This is it. Process red, which really looks magenta. I really don't know what to color this thing. I did practice my piano today, and I am getting better and better. I can do that F major 7th chord progression. I'm getting better and better at it every day. Hallelujah. Just sit down and just play it with a bit less, much less awkwardness than last week, which is progress. I couldn't even hit the keys like 6 weeks ago. I couldn't even go from like one to the next whenever it involved the B flat. I could not do those. And then also, I couldn't stretch my hand long enough um, so that my little finger would reach all the way to the furthest note in the chord. And now I can, which is like a miracle. Well, it's not. It's called practice, muscle, building the muscle. So that's nice. Because I've been held up from continuing the lessons in that jazz book, because the one that's doing the second lesson or the second week is on the F major 7th, and I've been stuck on trying to play the chord progression. And now I finally have it, so now I can go back to that lesson and then start and play it through. I can play the other things in the lessons, the scales, the Mixolydian, and the other one that begins with the D. But the problem was playing the chord progression. I couldn't play the chord progression at all without. Well, I couldn't play it at all, and now I can. So 6 weeks to learn that, but I did. What was that? It's falling. That's strange. Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna need to do some like edge thing around there. This thing I'm tempted to make gold or something. I just have to resolve this. But I need fresh eyes, I think, to look at that. Let's see, what else? I need to do up here. Excuse me. It's been a long day. I think I've been up since like 4:30, I think. For whatever reason. I don't even know why. That's how long I've been up. Another thing I could use in here is like use water brush pens to base a picture. I haven't done that in any of these, I don't think. In any of her books. I could do that probably. I need to use them up. Because I would like to finish it in the month of May. That would be nice. Since it's supposed to be Mermay, I'd like to not still be coloring in it in June if I can help it. But I mean, if that happens and I don't get it finished, well, I'm not gonna sweat it. But it would be nice to finish it in May. Although what I could do is probably get it to a stage where it's like, yeah, it's finished, but I want to go back and do more whenever I get in the mood. It could be one of those too. I feel like I'm always kind of like I I keep things until I get to the skill level that I can, now I can kick it up a notch. Like it's done now for what I was able to do back then, and now let me go in and, you know, add to it some things I learned or whatever, or that I just had the courage at that point to do something else. You know what I just thought of? Phew, excuse me. This is the picture that's on the cover. What does she do up here? Oh, she's got light coming through. That is the tree. And that is, I don't know what it is. But she's got this in a similar color to here. Kind of like I do too, but except I got the color wrong. But I don't know. I gotta find the pencil. And I'm pretty sure it was a color. So, what is with stuff falling down? What the heck? All of a sudden they want to make themselves known. Kind of reminds me like when the cats used to like all of a sudden. Well, they didn't jump on my desks. They never did that, thank goodness. I think it kind of had them trained not to jump on any counters, any surfaces, or anything like that. Because yeah, I kind of had them trained not to do that. So they stayed off of desks too. Okay, what are we doing here? Yeah, and I got more red in here. I need to do these guys. That's a whole lot of. Kind of makes me want to just go and use acrylic, or use acrylic markers or metallic gel pens or something, just because like, ugh. But that also might help kind of. I don't know. If I do them here, do them in her hair, here. Somehow kind of outline this thing somehow to hide some of the what I did. And I didn't color this hard, but I kind of like it that way. So I think let's try and blend it in a little bit. I like that white space, kind of, sort of. Oops, what did I do? That didn't do what I wanted it to. I don't know where I'd be without these pale Prismacolors. Because I'm telling you, they really do a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, there's still that. I don't know what to do with them. Precisely. I don't know why the fan keeps coming on my other computer and it's driving me nuts. I don't like that. Mm. So she showed it as kind of light streaming through. Hmm. Oh, there's still that. It's one of these. That's right. Mm-hmm. Just looks so out of balance. I don't know. I'm not sure what these are. I don't know. They almost look like incense sticks, but there's no smoke coming from them. So, I don't know. Are they mushrooms or what? I don't know. Something I don't know about. Oh my gosh! Stop doing that. It's just like it's working hard for nothing. It's like stop it. Stop. Oh brother. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I think we might be as far as we can get today. Oh, wait a minute. I see a spot. It has Paisley. I'm really going to be thinking about adding um, an acrylic marker to this. And hoping it likes the paper. Hmm. What do I have? Yeah, and then there's these guys. I don't know if I can clean that up with an acrylic marker or not. I'd like to, though. They're kind of muddy, some of them. Hmm. I think It's, yeah, because also in here, and you see a spot. Mm-hmm. Okay. I did do a little, very little on this one today. In between doing stuff, just kind of looked at it and thought, okay, what am I going to add to this? Kind of darkened around these guys a little bit, shaded around this a little bit, did a little bit of shading on the detailing on um, the dragon. Where's that pencil? I just saw another spot. Where was it? What that is? What is that? Oh my gosh, can this thing stop going to sleep? I hate that. I gotta put on a Jason Lewis Mind Amend. That'll stop it. But yeah, I don't know what, because there's all this background to fill, and this is a challenge because like I don't know all that background. So like when I did this, it was kind of like where are we going with that? But I kind of saw this vision of the butterflies taking flight and leaving like a trail of light or something. So I don't know. I may erase this out and actually like use like um metallic gel crayon or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out. Um, yeah, this needs a lot of work. And plus the palette is just like I don't know. Like I said, I'm random with my palettes. It is what it is. Um, that's what came out, so that's where I'm going. And I'm just thinking of where's that brown? Let me take all sharpener. Not that one. Where's it at? Here's one. Is it this one? What is that? Oh, that's in the. Maybe I do want the darker one. Where's that? That's black. I don't want that. Where are you? Who's this? Is this black grape or is it? I can't even read it. I don't know if I even like that. Does that work? It's a little too dark, I think. It's darker than I want it to be. I'm doing. Neither one of these are the brown that I want. Is that the brown we want? It might be. I really love the way different pencil brands work together. I really do. I don't know what I colored that with. I guess I did want it to be kind of scratchy. If that did anything. Don't want to go overboard. Getting close to that. Getting close to overboard. I know I did a lot of work on her hands, arms, her skin. I probably need to leave that alone. I need to find the right color for shading that. I don't think this is it. It's too dark. And yet I keep going. Yeah, I'm hard headed. What can I say? Okay. I think that's it for me tonight. I'm gonna go check and see how my husband's escapades were, if the mission was accomplished, or if he had to abort due to the unexpected adventure. So, thank you all for joining me. Thank you to everyone who watches on the replay. And have a good rest of your night and a good weekend. Bye bye.